nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing? That's odd.
Booster.
I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Mud Zone.
Spooky.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Was that a party or?
Ho, ho, ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet-like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory, and Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth. Planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Syngeman?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? The earth's a center, the sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with a rocket? I'm not hard to get along with, just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant. You want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comets. I know you want it, just leave another useless comment. NASA lost it. The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat. And there is a bunch of us. The blowies munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat. Why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best. That's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew. Don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids and asteroids too. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
Please, don't forget to tip your waitress.
Serve, serve, serve. Bow wow run. He's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run. He's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run. He's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow. Mud. You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override start expires 10 minutes.
We're live. How we doing? Who do we got here tonight? Mr. Super Sidewinder, what's up? Angela, what's up? Joe King, how you doing? Random fan. And that's all for now. That's all I say. Hold on, let's see. Am I missing anyone? Alright. Well, Singe is here. I don't know. We're going to cover some drone footage. Let me see. Okay. It's going to show me now. How long ago? Oh. Let's see. Is it going to show it? Yeah, it is. All right, cool. Let's see, can I make it bigger? Yes, I can. Perfect. All right. You ready, Singe? I can't hear you. He's like a glitch. You're muted or something. Can you hear me? What's up? Will? What's up, Melanie?
Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working.
Yeah. All right. You ready for this?
in your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like the working of
You
a
look a lot-
great show.
You look a lot healthier from the last time I seen you. What have you been working out?
Yeah. Look at that. Yes. I am small, but I am strong for my size. There you go.
that was your nickname in high school. Strong for your size.
Strong for this size. Hey, how's the weather down there?
So anyway, so what's your theory on these fires?
Well, I just think of there's the same theories that you hear floating about, but also maybe a combination of them, like controlled and natural.
It's a little blurry.
I'm
not satisfied with
Then I always think of.
Oh, here we go.
What?
The footage. You see it?
Footage? Isn't it film? It's
This is
film.
This is
It's like
drone
NASA. It's footage.
It's drone footage? Yeah.
Oh yes, which I have much to say upon. I will just repeat from Jeff what he's been saying, and other people too. See this footage? Footage. Haha, you got me saying it too now.
Well, what do you
See
think?
this film right here?
Yeah. Let me see if I can make it.
They have no film of normal people walking around filming. There's very, very, very little. It's blacked out by the media. You'll get this kind of view, but you're not going to get any up close views. Okay, now when fires burn, they don't burn everything to the ground. They leave little bits and like furniture and stuff, right? Not everything gets burnt flat perfectly in its pattern. This is Santa Rosa. This is Paradise. This is all those other recent ones on those islands. I don't know the name of. You've all heard of it.
Yeah.
This is This is like serious though. This is they're like, haha, you thought those were good? We're good at it now. We can take out whole areas in a perfect circle. Have you seen the perfect circle from the air? There's a perfect circle.
Oh no.
Whoa! This is brought to you by Bath Tissue. That was the Bath Tissue Wars. Remember the Bath Tissue Wars? Oh,
they
that's when I learned what bog rolls were.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah, what's up?
Now we must say hello to the Rasta Bear.
Welcome, Rasta Bear. How you doing?
I am phenomenal. Check out this piece of art behind me. Look at this. It's a record. It's three
I was
different.
immediately going to ask you about that, actually.
It's 3 different pieces. Look at this. Look at this. It's
one.
It's 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure you're getting the whole thing.
I don't see the third. Oh, the third part is the
3 different sections. My homie just gave that to me the other day. He found like 3 different things with the art. And
that's cool.
Can I make a suggestion? Put a small space between that. So it's you know what I mean? Put a small space between each one.
I would have just said I made it myself.
That's how I do. I have some art like that.
You get an A for honesty.
I just made this pillow myself right here. This is the newest Rockstone pillow that I'm working on right now for the festival.
Oh,
that
cool.
We're going to.
It's got Bob Marley.
Bob Marley on it. It's got a Rasta pocket. Look at this Rasta pocket.
That'll definitely sell,
dude. That's
organic buckwheat
immediately.
Holes in the inside. It's a huge pillow.
Dude, it's already sold, dude. That's crazy.
Call me stereotypical, but put Bob Marley on anything, and the Jamaicans will buy it.
And then
everybody will buy it, dude. I love
made this other pillow. This other pillow is freaking phenomenal. It's like
Melanie Moran.
It's huge. It's bigger than a dog bed, but like smaller than a human bed.
Yeah.
But let me show you this one. This one's the real deal right here.
The real deal, Holyfield.
Right, look, there's this one that's a big Rasta pillow.
Yeah.
But this one here, look at this. It's got. I'm gonna pull it out.
What is it? What is it? Mushrooms? Is it mushrooms?
Yeah, it's got mushrooms and skeleton heads on it and shit. Like
you made it.
Okay.
You made that.
Nice. He's a good artist.
Look at this thing.
Wait.
How did
Taylor.
you do
it? Is that Taylor?
It looks like a turtle shell.
It does, huh?
Yeah, it really does. It looks like a
And
giant.
look how big it is. Look how big it is. It's like the size of me.
Wow.
And it's got a pocket.
How much is that one cost?
Yeah, how much they cost?
$40.
I
That's
want
pretty-
that
that's
one.
pretty
Dude. I have
Look
to
at
buy
this.
that from you.
Look, it's got a pocket that goes right into here. Look.
Dude, I gotta buy that
It's
from
got
you.
crystal pocket that goes deep down inside
Dude,
this
I want
gigantic
that
pillow.
one. I want that pillow right there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's mine, dude.
Look at that. I am practically giving
What up,
these
Effie
pillows
Nation?
away at this festival. Like we're going down there. We're heading down tomorrow
I'm gonna have you make me one like that. Oh, special order.
to the premier reggae festival.
I
Yeah,
need one like that.
The festivals are cool. I just got back from one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. Yeah, that rave thing we went to looks pretty cool too. It looked like it was a good time.
It was
Hey, you
great.
got Cash App?
What's
Rastaberry? You got Cash App?
Cash App, yeah.
Cool. I'll just send you some money and you can send me a pillow.
Yeah, man.
Just make it look like that, whatever. You know.
Yeah, that one would cost a lot to send. That thing was huge.
I'll pay for. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
They'd need
So
like you'd have to come pick that one up yourself.
Exactly.
That's a huge pillow.
And you're up north, huh?
I made this one pillow with full of lavender.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Yeah, we're doing it. Rockstone Pillows.
Where are you gonna be?
In Ashland.
Ashland.
At the Oregon Reggae Fest with big names like Chesedek is going to be there. Natalie Rise, Iba Mar. My friend Alcyon Massive is going to be there.
Wow.
Bobby
So,
Hustle.
yeah.
And they're going to have like late night by the hot springs. Like there's going to be hot springs and people are going to be chilling in the hot springs, just dipping. And
that's cool. I don't have hot springs over here.
What are we looking at? The Maui Wowie?
No, yeah. What do you think about this, Rasta?
I was listening to the Big Bears stream earlier today about Maui, and he was talking about some serious gravy about the inland of Maui, about how like normal people can't even go into Maui.
That's what I was just saying. They got a lockdown, and the cell phone towers are burnt down.
Yeah,
and anybody who's actually has posted stuff, they take it down saying it's too graphic, even if it's not too graphic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So what do you think? You think this is real?
Well, if you think it's regular fire, you don't know how fire burns. Fire doesn't burn in a regular pattern.
I think we haven't seen anything yet. I think this is just a precursor.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm like, yeah, everyone should be afraid. What if they can do a bigger area than this? This is like the biggest area. What if they can do everywhere? What if they do?
Someone was telling me earlier.
What if that's what resets are?
Someone was telling me earlier. What's that Mountain Dew called, Singe?
Oh yeah, the
Maui Burst.
The Maui Burst. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought I was at the grocery store before anybody even. I took a picture of Mountain Dew the other day because they had alcoholic Mountain Dew.
This hour is brought to you by Ocean Spray.
I was like, "What is this?
Ocean Spray.
What is this stuff?" So I'm going back up.
Okay, so yeah, lockdown. They're not showing anything, and then when they do, there is some dead bodies with all their clothes on. There's not that much smoke in the area, so it's just really odd things.
Maui Burst.
Besides the way the pattern of the burn is, and the way things burn, there's other odd things you can look at.
And
Jeff Snyder.
And I heard something about like Blackstone, something to do with Blackstone.
I'm looking at something right now.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, keep talking. I'm just looking at something.
The Black Rock. Yeah, man.
The crazy world of Arthur Brown. That's what we live in, the crazy world of Arthur Brown. I am the god of hellfire. And I bring you fire.
Yeah.
I think there's some big stuff coming. I saw the meteor shower the other night, and it was.
Did you really see it? I seen some stuff lighting up in the sky, but I thought it was lightning. But That was the night I went to the rave. Was the night of the meteors, or the next day when I got back.
Oh, here's another key point. I'm thinking this is like not like the September event, because I think in this one, actual people, just as in the Santa Rosa and the Paradise, people actually lose their lives in these ones. I don't know.
I know
if it's true or not, but I get the feeling that they are actually losing.
What's the temperature at where you're at right now?
Hold on a second.
All right, here we go.
Oh, it's in the 80s going down right now.
It's freaking like 100 degrees here right now.
It's pretty warm outside. I just went outside.
Right. It's starting to cool down, but yeah, we've had this heat dome come over us the past few days.
It's 70 degrees right now.
Ready? Mountain Dew's Maui burst is dragged into Hawaii fires with wild direct energy weapons conspiracy. Mountain Dew is involved in a conspiracy theory regarding the cause of Hawaii's fires after users noticed the same of its tropical flavor Maui burst. The recent Hawaii wildfires have been named the deadliest U.S. blaze in 100 years, as the current death toll stands at 96 and is expected to increase. So 96 people died, at least.
Allegedly.
Hawaii Governor Josh Green said the damage is estimated at $6 billion after the historic town of Lahaina was devastated through Wednesday and Thursday last week. Locals and tourists named the loss of the town's iconic landmarks, including Hawaii's Pioneer Inn. Banyan tree is still standing. While authorities the Banyan tree is still standing. While authorities presume
there's
the
lots
cause
of greenery
the fires.
Look at that tree right there. Look at the picture right there. See the greenery in the back?
The devastation was government engineered by its via direct energy weapons amid the rumors.
And they released a book that came out. Did you see that book that they released that was like about the wildfires? And it dated the wildfires between these dates. And then it was published before the fires were even over. Did you see that? Just came out today.
What book?
I forget. Like, you can look it up. Like, it's on Amazon right now. There's a book. It's like the Hawaii fires. Just type in Hawaii Fire Book 2003.
So here's something I heard. A girl was like looking it up, and she hadn't even watched a video on it or anything. It was just like, I'm gonna check this out, and it said there was no laser beam that hit the. There's no laser beam. There's no dude. What are you talking about? It's kind of like thing. All the stuff came at her, telling her all about it's not a dew. It's not dew. There's no laser. This and that. And she hadn't even looked it up yet. She didn't know anything about it. She's like, what? And then immediately started telling her all this, which we know. You could just go the opposite direction, and then that's where the more truth is.
Is this the book Fire and Fury?
Yeah,
that was my nickname in high school, dude.
This was written by
a book describing the Maui fires was published before they started.
Yeah,
you gotta ridiculous. Save it.
Fire and Fury, the story of 2023 Maui fire and its implications for climate change.
This was written within hours of it, and in fact, it was being published while the fire was still burning. It was written by CPG Chat.
Yeah, probably was written by the Chat GPT.
There you go, Chat GPT. People are saying that bought it. They said there's full of cliches. It's very dry, and then you continue looking.
Big fire going on just south of here, down in Eugene, outside of Eugene.
Wait. Stay on that author thing. You continue looking at that author. Mm-hmm. There's 5 or 6 different books that came out within the past 9 months from the same author, and they're all on different subjects. So yeah, it's ChatGPT. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's the only way that could even be explained if it's ChatGPT. But is ChatGPT putting out books left and right now? Then,
well, the people that are doing
is that
it, I'm
the
sure
deal?
they go. You could have it written by ChatGPT, then you could go through it a little bit, change it around a little bit with your own knowledge. You could add in some real stuff too, really quick, make it look more real.
I'm going back down here to the back cave.
Okay, so what are you gonna say? Sorry to interrupt you.
literally have a bat cave now. See
Oh,
this?
nice. To
See?
the to the
It's
Batmobile.
a bat cave.
It's the literal bat cave.
That's cool.
You know, everybody wants a man cave. I've got the bat cave now.
Is that string art?
That's badass.
Yeah, it lights up too, but I don't have it plugged in right now. But it's like that LED glow light stuff.
It was done by hand, though, huh?
Yeah, I got it for free somewhere.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty stoked.
If a Mandela changes, that won't change.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, man. I've been wanting to cover these fires for a minute now, though. I'm glad you guys are talking about it because, you know, like I've been doing a lot of looking into it. There's this guy Jeff Snyder that, you know, I think Ray's been watching too.
Yeah.
I've been following him for like 3 years.
Syngeman knows him in real life.
Well, Ray talked to him or emailed him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I emailed him. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
His email is readily available. He's a real person.
When Syngeman was locked up, Jeff Snyder was trying to help us get him out.
Hi, cute puppy.
So I sent him the video. I have a video of me calling the police station trying to get Syngeman out or wherever the fuck he was.
Yeah.
They told me $666 bail. I'm like, is that common? Like,
they said, nope, it's unheard of. They said. Everybody's like, nope, never heard that before.
What is it, like Jeff Schneider 1, Jeff Schneider 2 or something?
2.
Yeah,
One was taken down when he showed a video showing a portal in the sun. They took his channel down.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's
now
some
you can
stuff
see the
going
video.
on, and it's all leading up to this eclipse. This eclipse that's coming in April over Texas.
Yeah,
like it's all just gradually building up to the Texas eclipse, and we're just entering into it. Like even that meteor shower, all of it is relative. I think like these Maui fires, like there's stuff going on. And
there's going to be some of a video put out today by a Plain Truth 15 who extensively covered the Paradise fires. I think he did a 100 video long series. So as we go through this, watch for the melted rims, melted glass, missing door handles, melted engine blocks, and notice that there is no foliage around these cars to burn. The heat did not get to the cars through the burning bushes next to them because there were none. The only other thing that Normie would say is that it was the embers that blew in the wind. I'm not going to try and explain plasma fire to a newcomer. There will be a series of videos linked in the description for those who do not understand plasma fire when I use the word. Let's check this out. Missing door handles right there. Missing gas cap cover. Melted rims. Melted engine blocks. Missing glass. Not a single piece of glass in any of the cars. All of them burnt equally. There are none that are half burned or a quarter burned or 3/4.
My nickname was Missing Glass in high school.
Burned. They're all burnt 100%. They all look identical. They have the rust color.
You should do that. Never mind.
Paint burned all the way off each and every one of them. But there's no trees or bushes around any of them.
Oh yeah, Syngeman, you got that fan mail? We're gonna get that ready for the next. Get the fan emails ready.
Oh yes,
okay. I get each one of these, according to the Normie, caught fire because the embers that were blowing in the wind. So we're pretty late in the game for people to catch up if they don't have some sort of understanding. The tree burning on the inside from yesterday's video was all you need to see to know. Look at all the missing door handles. Not a single one still has door handles. Now we'll look at some burned boats a bit closer, but notice which direction the smoke is blowing here. Inland, toward the shore. You can see that by the pillar of smoke that's coming off of the burning boats. One here. And this might be attached to the land. That's like a dock. But the one over here is burning on fire in the water. And the embers are blowing that direction. The smoke is blowing that direction. So the fire would have had to come from over here in the water. So that tells you the embers blowing in the wind couldn't have caught that boat on fire because the wind is blowing the opposite direction and there was no fire upwind from that boat.
Interesting.
There's some more burning boats on the water.
I mean, yeah.
Though the picture's not too clear, so can't really make it out too much. Here
Can't
we
just
have
look
more
at that
burning
way
boats,
it
but those
burns,
were
look
from
at
the
everything
car
else.
fire in 2019, Lake Shasta. And notice the docks next to the boats are not burned. Neither is the shack over and to the left of the boats. We have the same thing happening in Hawaii right now. Boats that are on the water being burned, even though they're upwind from the fire. So embers blowing in the wind could not have caused it. Here, we'll just go over some of the repetitive images that we've seen for the last 5 years as I've been covering this subject. Melted engine block, glass is missing. Door, the entire door on this is missing. We've seen that before. That's not the first time. Fire doesn't burn a whole door and then leave the rest of the car. Electricity-based plasma fire does that. The melted rims.
If people aren't going to see it by now, they're never going to see it. You know, those who are going to see it, I mean, honestly, if people hadn't seen
Rims
it
are gone, glass is gone.
Hey, thank you, Jerry Albert.
Door handle's gone, engine block melted.
Is it going to work like this?
Door handles on all of them, missing. The identical repetitive burn pattern on all of them, like I said, none of them are burned halfway or a quarter way or three-quarter way. They're all burned completely, left with that white ash color. None of them have any black charcoal on them, and they all have their door handles missing. Fire does not burn that consistently. Fire burns one car and then... Anyway, I'm not going to explain how this is a regular fire. If you're not aware, if you're not up to speed, I'll leave an extensive list of links in the description for you to educate yourself on what plasma fire is. There's a before and after of Lahaina.
Wow.
And people that are saying it looks like a war zone, like a bomb hit. Well, that's what I noticed too.
Keep in mind, that's what the news is showing us. You see, it's from today.
And
exactly. Yeah, blocked out people.
Spanish Fort Canyon. And
yeah,
media blackout. Like there you go. What the media is telling us, but then like there's a big blackout beyond that, to where they're not telling us a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's crazy that the cell towers all burned like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary to me, honestly.
Did they burn or did they melt?
If that's the case, then were they the thing that activated it all? And if that's the case, is that what's going to happen in every major city at some point?
Oh, that's a good point, Rasta. Good point.
They're going to turn on the juice and then just melt. You know, we'll see some real melted buildings.
Because there is the perfect circle. Maybe. Show the perfect circle shot.
What's that?
Yeah, the perfect circle.
Look it up. Look up the perfect circle.
All right. Here. Hold on, I'm getting the emails.
If you got it, why don't you just show it? I mean,
I'm getting the emails.
From what I was listening to earlier on Big Bear's stream, I didn't listen to the whole stream, but like there was some serious gravy about Maui that I'd never even known about. Like that, you can't even go on most of the island. Not even soldiers can go on the island.
Why?
If unless they're accompanied, and only certain parts of the islands it's kind of like Antarctica, honestly. Maui's
Oh,
kind of
really?
like
It's
Antarctica.
it's like off limits. So look at this. Here's some perfect circle pictures, but this is before Hawaii, Maui, the perfect circle. So what? This was here already.
And we've got all these Mandela people, and people like got Oprah there,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Hanks doesn't have something to do with Maui. You got old Billy Gates.
What's this?
Like
Plural
all
Labyrinth. That's cool. That's not the perfect
Yeah,
circle.
there's a lot of mansions that did not get
This
touched.
is it. This is somewhere over there.
all the usual suspects are there. They're just chilling,
Yeah.
and they want that beachfront property. There's some energy source there.
It must be nice to live there, dude. You serious?
Nah. Look it. Do you want to live there? No.
No. But the weather,
Sorry.
though.
It's too early for jokes, I know.
I'll sleep right there on the beach, right there, all day.
Hey,
Like,
Singe, why don't you come to the Reggae Fest tomorrow?
Whoa, where is it? It's too
Singe.
far. I
Go
just
to
drove.
the Reggae Fest, Singe.
I would, but I just drove from up there. I should have went the other direction, huh?
Yeah, you should come. You should come to the Reggae Fest. It's gonna be so dope, dude.
It just took me a day to recover.
It's where I
from my
went.
camping.
It's where I went this last winter camping with my daughters. We went down there, and we went to see an intimate acoustic show by my friend Alcyon Massive. And now, full circle, back around now, my friend Alcyon Massive that we went down to see on my daughter's birthday, he's playing on the stage with a band at this Reggae Fest.
Plain truth.
Down there.
Your daughter, what'd she say? Your daughter?
She said my daughter's scary.
Is that her? Is that her talking?
Thank you, Melanie.
Is that her talking? Okay, so enough on this subject.
My daughter.
We got to move on now. We know what's going
my
on.
niece.
I want to
now.
see what this guy got real quick.
My niece has gotten here that I watch sometimes during the summer. I haven't seen her in a while, and so like she got dropped off tonight. It was a crazy story because like my daughter was on the phone and she thought she was talking to her one friend, right? She thought she was talking to her friend who the person I'm living in their house now, who he died. He got hit by a semi truck and died. They moved to New York.
See, mothers were right. You're going to get hit by a semi truck. Every mother was right.
Let me tell you the story here because it's a tragic story, and it all just levels out because what happened was I had to move out of my spot, and my best friend, like he was one of my best friends, like that I've worked with and all this. Like he put in a word and got me into this house that I'm in now.
That link doesn't work, Melanie.
And he extended his hand.
It's telling me that the channel's not there.
Wait, Rush talk.
All right, go ahead.
He was such a good dude, and so he flew his wife and two of his kids to New York.
There you go. I got it.
And they flew there. And so he was here finishing a carpentry project, remodeling a basement, and his wife's dad was here with him. And he loaded up this horse trailer, and he was pulling the horse trailer with his truck, and his wife's dad was following behind. And they left, and they broke down in Indiana. And he was on the phone to AAA, and he was talking to AAA on the phone. And when he got out of his car, he got hit by a semi truck and died.
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
And it was one of my best friends. Just got hit by a semi truck and died, and
just randomly
gone. And so I'm living in his house now. I'm living in the house that he provided for me to be able to be here because he made a way for me to be here. But
I've noticed that in life too. There's like there's an opening when people
yeah,
die.
exactly.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
But tonight though, like Luna, my daughter was calling his because he still talk. She still talks to his daughter. They're best friends, and his daughter's mom, she had never met her mom, and so like we got it confused that she was here, and
it sounds like you're going through a lot right now, Rasta. You're going through a lot.
It does sound like we're going through a lot, but we made it.
You made
that's
it.
That's the point though. We made it.
The point is that you made it.
You know, like we came through. My friend did not make it because he got hit by a semi truck and it was horrible.
How old was he again? I was doing.
He was like 40, 42 or 45 or something, like in his mid 40s. Like I just went to his memorial this last weekend actually. For his passing.
That sucks. It's young.
Okay, so let's move on.
All right.
We've been a long time talking about this fire stuff.
All right. Well, I got one more. I got one more
other
video.
People will deal with it.
I got one more video.
So let's
move on.
34 seconds.
In the show notes, the interview I had with Jeffrey Doherty yesterday. I think we went over 2.5 hours, but we covered a wide range of subjects, connecting the dots between Maui, Paradise, and the other anomalies, and also getting into vaccines and muscle.
All right. So anyway, that was, I could have went to the channel, but at least I subbed them. All right. So anyway,
told you. Okay, listen to me.
Right. What do you got? You got
we're good.
You got the fan. You got the fan.
Still working on this Bob Marley pillow.
Yeah.
I'm making it gonna be super.
Yes, it's time for fan mail.
We got fan mail, Rasta. You want to hear
it?
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Fan mail coming in.
It's been forever since we've done Late Night Live.
I know because
Singe
went on vacation, and I went to New York City to the rave, and I had a bunch of shit to do, but I took care of business. So.
Okay, ready? I'm going to read the fan mail. All right, time for fan mail, everybody. Woo-hoo. Can you see the screen?
Oh, should I put a full screen? All right.
Yes, please.
Fan mail.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, that's cool, Singe. You made that?
Yes. Now, boom. Ready?
Yeah.
Dear late night. Oh, wait, hold on. See what I'm doing? Do this. See that? What I just did? Do that before you go there. Boom, boom. Okay.
All right.
Dear Late Night Live, Ray and Singe, I am your number one. I'm gonna read it like her, like I think she would sound.
All right.
Dear Late Night Live, Ray and Singe, I am your number one fan. The first time I saw you, I felt truth smacked. I could not believe YouTubers could be so original and hard edge.
Awesome.
Nice. Your rolling flatness was cool and simply funny.
That's awesome.
I've created a collection of fucky ducky pictures to remind me of you guys.
Oh, that's so cool.
My bedroom dresser is your shrine. That's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
We're on some chick's bedroom dresser, dude.
That's cool.
My bedroom dresser is just lined with science guy projects and Boston train rides. My ambition is to go to Boston and meet up together and engage in some serious talk. I'd make you magic cookies and then would watch frat shows until the sunset. Well, I think I found my new wife.
Yeah. Who is this?
This is Karina Bathney or Bathney. I'd love it if you could reply to me. Of course, I've already replied to her. Oh, say, oops, there's a spider. Oh, that's a good spider. Oh, say, what's it say? Can you see by the dawns? Or what's it say?
So, how many?
Wait. Oh, say, you'll be my talk partner, Late Night Live, please. with your reply. Please enclose some more fucky ducky for my ever-growing collection. Please, please, please reply. Karina Bathney, your number one fan. Nice.
Nice. At least we have a number one fan. All right. What else you got? You got any more emails?
Yeah. Let's take it off screen for a second, and then I'll bring it back up. You know what I mean? Boom,
yeah. You
boom.
don't want. Yeah.
Stuff
You don't want to give away your location.
I'm worried more of their stuff than mine. But yes.
Give me a Jack and Coke.
So we go back to here. And so we have another email. Let's see what this one is. Oops. Take it back out. Go up here. What did the chat? Do you like this, by the way? Is it cool if we read emails? Do you like that idea?
Melanie's laughing her ass off.
Okay.
Voynix likes it.
Nice. Hey, Voynix here. Hail, warrior.
This is going to be a new segment on our show called Fan Mail. Go ahead, Sins. What do you got now?
Okay, I got another one. Let's see if it's as shining, as great compliments as that one was.
All right.
Share your system audio. Well, I don't need to do that and that. I think we got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, well, this one's entitled WTF. Uh-oh. WTF. Dear Late Night Live. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to read it like I think it's... Dear Late Night Live, I have always never liked your show. You are the most annoying YouTubers a person could ever meet. Therefore, it poses no difficulty for me to approach you with this matter. Oh, that's serious. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's the opposite of the last email. I'm getting the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I can no longer stand your dumb topics. I love this guy. I lay in bed last night trying to sleep, and all I could think about was how your dogs in... Uh-oh, I think he's speaking in code now. All I could think about was how your dogs in the background is too distracting, and your screaming kids way too ear bleeding. I had a nightmare that you burst through the window, brandishing an iPhone with your live stream on. What the fuck? That's crazy. And he had a nightmare that you. I think he's talking about you right there. That you burst in through the window, brandishing an iPhone with your live stream on. Yeah, he's talking about you. He's talking to you there.
Get off here first. What do y'all do?
Rasta Bear. Okay. Thank you, Rasta.
He'll come back. You'll be back.
I have to insist that you take action to stop your dumb topics from upsetting me. Oh boy, he's triggered. I demand that you stop going live and stop waking people up. This is crazy. And while we're on the matter, I'm finding you're on too late at night.
It's called Late Night Live for a reason.
It's increasingly inexcusable. This is not the kind of behavior I expect from somebody on a respectful platform like YouTube. If you don't rectify the situation, I shall have no choice but to call the CIA and post photos of your dumb topics on X, formerly known as Twitter. Furthermore, I have close ties with the Yakuza.
Whoa.
And I won't be afraid to cash in a few favors. Oh, with the U. That means he's from the UK. A few favors if you don't comply with my demands. Thanks. Guido Pavolone.
Jesus.
That was
Dude,
my friend. That was fan mail.
That's why I never check my emails.
That's why we're going to start fan mail.
Yeah, and that's why I don't ever check them right there. You know, people ask, well, why don't you check it?
Hey,
You get
Warriors.
emails like that.
Oh, look at what he says. Random fan. We're not going to put it up or say that word, but yeah, maybe random, maybe.
People just hated
Yes.
us. So.
All right, we made Melanie laugh.
Yeah, at least you know. At least we have something to do.
She agrees with Guido Parmelone. We used to send us some fan email then.
Yeah.
So what's our email? Do we have an email to send?
Yeah. Give out the email. All right, I'll put the email in.
Which one is it? I'll let you give it.
Copcamjunkie1 at Gmail.
There you
go. Copcamjunkie1 at.
For now.
For now.
We're gonna get a better one.
This is the best way to reach us. Me.
I'll be right. I need to take a 5-minute break. You got something?
Yeah, Rasta's here. I'm sure he has something.
Okay, I'll be right back.
What up, Rasta? You back?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. I couldn't hear you for a second.
This pillow is probably my favorite pillow I've made so far. It's really it's the Bob Marley.
That's the you got more than one, or just like are they one of a kind?
Oh, this is a one of a kind.
That kind of makes them like more valuable because it's an artist piece. It's one of a kind. It's not like it. Yeah.
Check out this one I made. One of a kind too. It's like it's freaking lavender. I took lavender and I harvested the lavender, and then I made these Grateful Dead pouches.
Oh, cool!
Like out of the
I could have sold that stuff at the rave too, dude. I should have asked you to stock me up.
It's like
we were selling all kinds of shit.
It's got so much lavender in it. Oh man, when I was working with the lavender last night, it put me to sleep. Like I was like de-shucking the lavender or whatever it is, like pulling the pieces off the lavender, and like all of a sudden, like I got so sleepy because like I had my hand in like this huge brown paper bag of lavender, right? And the lavender just overtook me. It's like you have to go lay down right now. You have to go hit the pillow right now. And so yeah, that lavender is powerful. So
yeah, lavender. I don't really like the smell of lavender. It's like too much.
I love lavender.
It's too much for me.
I love the smell of lavender, and rosemary's really good one. That smells really good.
Yeah.
But you can do it with any type of whatever, you know, and we're gonna do it with whatever, because we got the pillows for days. Like this was my dream, not just just this past winter to make these pillows, and here I am. I'm about to fulfill my dream by actually being a vendor at a booth. I've already done it once this summer. I had a booth at the Northwest World Reggae Festival here outside of Portland, and I sold quite a few pillows, and it was a really cool experience. It was my first time ever like having an official booth set up and having my pillows out there, and people were very receptive of them.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's like I couldn't enjoy the rave that much because I had to sit there and just friggin' work at the booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you get to talk to a lot of people, which is good.
Yeah, that's where I want to take these pillows actually, is to like a rave, because like where people are just like all touchy feely, they're like, oh, they see a table of like colorful pillows, they're gonna be like, oh, I love pillows. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, it's good to put. We got like these little like they were like jelly rings and like that light up and blink and stuff, and like watches that had like a spinner on them with a flower, and they like blinked, and we just put them all at the table, and they just like the whole table was like blinking and stuff, and they were giving them for free so people would come up, you know. People come up to get the things for free, and then they look at all your stuff. You know.
Yeah, well, it's fun getting out there and seeing the people and doing the thing.
Oh yeah, I love the music too.
It's yeah, and it's a guy. I just started going to church here lately.
Where I was at Rasta, they had like 5 rooms, right, and a VIP room set up somewhere, and they had like all different types of sound in each room, and they had like state of the art lighting system, right? Like one of them looked like it was like a snake, like different colors on like lasers, like going around the ceiling everywhere, like crazy. And they said it was like the first of its kind, state of the art, like new design, first time ever used. I'm like, that's impressive. And then I went into this other room, and this DJ was scratching, and he was going nuts. And he had like he was like real professional, and he had like these like bright orange and yellow spotlights that turned neon green. They were like neon orange and neon, and the whole thing was just like all colors. And then he had like these like little circles that were the same color at the same time, and they were like bouncing in and out with the music, and the whole room looked like it was wobbling and tilting and shit. It was nuts.
Yeah, it looked crazy. Yeah,
but I didn't. I for some reason I think the frequencies like were like so strong on the bass and everything that I couldn't really get in there. Like I was like the guy let me hook up to his Wi-Fi because I wasn't getting a signal, and then I was getting a signal out back. But then when I went inside it, like I couldn't get a good signal, so I just said fuck it. Plus, like it was like Smooth Groove Entertainment or Productions, Smooth Groove Productions, and they were like the ones running it. So I just kind of like let them. They didn't, they were recording and shit. So
did you do any freestyle in there?
I didn't even have time, dude. It was like this. It was like we went in, they let us in because they know my friend, and we just like sat there for a while, and then they cut the lights on us. Like first, like we were doing good, and then this other table set up like that was like a little bit more better than us. Like it wasn't better than us. They just had more jars and like they had LED lights and shit, and they were ready. And as soon as they like everybody wanted the lights dimmed, you know what I mean, on the porch because it was getting dark and everybody, the lights bothered people's eyes. So they dimmed the lights on us, and we were like, "Fuck." And then we just like grabbed everything and took off. But the other dudes had like LED lights and they were ready. And I was like, next time we need LED strips, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, is it too late to call Random's mom?
I know. Yeah, it is too late. We're gonna call
it's too late to call his mother.
Yeah, we are gonna call Random Fan's mom. Where is?
But it's too late.
Random Fan. Random Fan. You want us to call your mom this late at night? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
That would be stitching it hard.
That'd be so cool.
But anyways,
it's now a Random Fan.
It's 11:11 right now. Manifestation station. Time to take off. 11:11.
Hey, good shout out. Emilios, man. Melanie Moran.
11:11. Everybody.
Singe, didn't you want me to look up something about electric cars?
Drew Duncan. Yeah, I've been doing that. Some automated cars. There's really like more negative push than there is a positive push.
All right, what do you want me to? You got the links. What do you want me to search for?
I don't have that. I was just studying it myself. We can look. Yeah, search this. Hold on. What's it called? What are the automated taxi ones? Automated taxi stalls. San Francisco, I think it was. There's a bunch of them. 10 stalled and caused traffic jams. Whereas if they were manned, you could get out and push your car off the side of the road, and traffic could go on. You could fix whatever it was, and then you could drive like a normal person, right? But an automated car, someone's going to have to come out and get it off the road. So they haven't got it down perfect. But when they do, could you imagine
Let's see.
sitting in the car and just like, oh, I'm going to go to sleep. Fully confident that you're not going to crash. Like, confident enough that she can go to sleep.
They all look like good. They all look like good videos about them. They don't. They ain't showing it. Wait,
Well, then you have to look at this. Here, I will do it. Your internet is not letting you look at it.
My internet's terrible.
It blocks you a lot. Yes. So
yeah, you noticed that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chase of stolen taxi ends in Menino.
Nice.
This has nothing to do with it.
Well, the driverless cars, they would lead to more people losing their jobs from driving, for one.
Yeah.
They might have to change jobs to electronics and start working on the cars. Who knows? It's crazy, but they'll have robots do that too. So the computer system's easily hacked.
Yeah.
Right? There's endless. Yeah. Okay, have you ever seen the show Eon Flux?
No.
Cartoon? Well, it's a futuristic world where that's possible. In that futuristic world, they have everything electronic like that, and they got everybody locked down. You can't do anything like hack unless you're highly skilled.
Yeah.
So, let me check it out. So we got some automated taxis that are stalled in San Francisco.
All right.
Let's check that out.
All right, let's see. All right, you got it?
Automated.
I got something too. So.
Driverless cars stall in San Francisco. 8/14 this month.
How many?
2 days ago. San Francisco residents were caught off guard this weekend after Cruise self-driving cars caused a traffic jam, according to social media posts. Okay.
Fair enough. All right, I got this.
We can show pictures of it or just talk about it. Which would you like?
I got this one. You can show pictures of it, but let me show this first. Driverless cars are coming. What does that mean for policing? An end to traffic stops and hot pursuit, arrest by drones, and new tricks for the T word. The Marshall Project is a nonprofit newsroom covering the U.S. criminal justice system. Sign up for our newsletters. Hold on. If you've ever been pulled over for a broken taillight and suffered a punishing fine or worse, you can take heart that this experience will be obsolete in a generation. Not because police are going soft, because you won't be doing the driving. Autonomous vehicles are coming, and with them some challenges for law enforcement that police forces have barely started to contemplate. Say goodbye to such staples. There's going to be no more high-speed chases in the roadside stops. I think you would see the end of traffic stops in criminal because the thing is going to lock you in and drive you to the police, ticketing the occupant of self. Yeah, you ain't going to be able to get away.
So this isn't anytime soon, but this is how they start, right? They start slowly pushing the idea until everyone gets used to the idea, and they may always make it sound worse, and then they give you a little bit less. So you're like, oh, that's not as bad, and then the slow boiling frog. We're boiling the frog right now.
You're locked in the thing, and it's like we're going to the police station.
Melanie wants to know if we'll prank call people.
We can.
Yeah, give us something good, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd leave that up to Ray. Although I guess sometimes I could do it too if I was in the right mood. So okay. So yeah, we're just feeling the pulse right now of the mainstream masses, the sheeples. That's why we're talking about this stuff, because we're feeling pulse, you know, kind of looking what people are feeling with, because we got to live among them, so we got to kind of watch them. And so what I want to talk about next is this. Here, I'll just take the screen. The automated cars. Crazy, huh? There's a lot we could talk about on that.
This pillow, though, is the greatest pillow of all time. Like, if you can't tell, this pillow right here, like, it's really big. It took a lot of buckwheat hulls to fill it. And, yeah, it's Bob Marley. What do you...
Wow.
You know, like, Bob Marley. Look at this pocket. Look at the pocket that comes out of... Wait. Let's see. Pocket. Pocket. Oh, wait. Pocket. Pocket.
You love pockets. Your nickname was Pockets in high school. Remember that?
That pocket. I'm feeling like anything somebody says, you're gonna be like, "That was my nickname in high school."
You gotta like you only use it like once a show.
You guys are catching on.
You gotta use it once a show.
Figured it out finally. After all
Once
these
per
years.
show. I've been telling him you gotta use it
I
less.
thought you just had a million nicknames, and now I know it.
You gotta use it less, brother. You used it too much.
This pillow though right here.
So I'm gonna take the screen here.
It's a pillow. Like it's gonna sleep so well. People are gonna, I don't know. Listen to the sound of it. It just makes a little.
It looks sexy. I want that. Okay, here we go. What's going on in this world? Okay.
All right.
What's going on?
I have to make.
What is happening when this guy gets a license plate 19 years ago that says GOBK2CA? 19 years ago, this guy, Adam Steelman, nice name, got this license plate. And it's supposed to mean go back to California because he's in Nevada and all the crazies from California are going there. Who could blame him? What a great license plate. It's kind of funny. It's not offensive, but it was deemed offensive when he got pulled over or something and reported to the DMV. And the DMV tried to revoke this license. So he had to bring it to court. And the judge ruled the Nevada man can keep the license plate. And when you hear the report, they make certain to say that, oh, we don't know if the judge approves of it or not. He just says it's okay. And it's like, okay, how sensitive are the people when mere letters that actually don't BK? Okay, anywhere in the world, have you ever heard BK being short for back? No. So, first of all, it doesn't mean go back to California. It's just that guy's thing in his head, whatever. So how sensitive are people when this is deemed offensive? And 19 years ago, it was okay. What is going on? People are so screwed up that letters on a license plate scare them.
I took it off, I think, by accident. Well, look, I got this. I saw
Did you
this.
see what I did? Did you hear what I just said and saw all that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if I was muted. Good.
You did good. Check this out.
All right, so let's see what we got in the forecast. See what the big screen says. All right, looks like we got a lot of censorship moving in. Yep. Look, the censorship's going right over Jeff C. Yep, they're censoring Jeff C. Cool. All right, so what else do we got? Let's see. Oh, lots of lying. Lots of lying coming in, everybody. Oh, what's that? It looks like we got a QAnon front coming in, mingling with all the lying. Yep, that's definitely going to mislead a whole lot of people, a lot of dumbasses out there. Oh, what's that looming? Oh, what is that? Is that a cold front? No, that's not a cold front. Oh, they're going to shut down the power grid or something. Well, I hope you guys got a lot of AA batteries or whatever. And up here we have economic crash. Cool. Oh, food shortages. Yes, awesome. Who doesn't like food shortages? Get some shorts on, maybe some.
I love this guy. AA batteries.
Oh, wow. Look at that. There's a beast system coming. All right. Let's see. Let's look closer at that. See, mandatory vaccines, ID 2020, quantum dots, 5G. Oh, 5G is really cool. It gives you really fast internet. Killed everything, but it also gives you really fast internet. All right, everybody. So, that's the forecast. Shit. Anyway, homies and homettes, I don't know how much longer we have together, and even though some of you are crazier than me and smell even worse, I actually kind of like you people, and I think we have a good thing. Sure, I show you guys stuff, but you people have taught me quite a lot, and I'm glad that we were fortunate enough to have that.
So, we have that. This is something about magnetism. Let me see. This is my buddy's channel. Read. This is
now we're moving into the flat territory now.
Yes, we are. All right. So, filming magnets has destroyed my phone, and now my screen is fucked up too. Is the description. All right.
Bill Nye, the Science Guy here. I'm going to perform quite possibly the most expensive experiment known to man.
Yeah, Voynich, we've been getting into the frequencies. We both have. I've been doing shows on it too, but it was on my backups because I was on a week vacation from YouTube from my big channel. Unfortunately.
Right. So yeah, the whole Maui thing is a frequent searchology.
Frequent Searchology 101 class is now in session. Please sit in the back and just be quiet.
And if you don't be quiet, we're going to put you in the
chewing
corner.
gum.
You got to put your nose against the wall and count to 100. And then if you do it twice, you have to do that with a dunce cap or something. I don't know what they used to do. Hey.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This is the dumbest shit you've ever seen. He lied to us.
You.
He said this was the most expensive.
In the back of the room.
Man.
Talking.
Magnet hanging from a fucking string. Lied to us. Do you see what I'm showing you here? I know, it's stupid. But most people don't get it. The north face of your magnet will always point to the south magnetic pole, which is in the north. This magnet is doing the same exact thing that your compass does.
Fair enough.
Magic.
You don't hear any audio for it? You guys don't hear it, the audio? What up, Boston Murphy? I thought I played the audio. I don't know. Rocky Shepherd.
That's the sound of my audience. Crickets.
Audio is fine. song I'm working on.
I have the compass and the magnets right here. I can do that for us. What were
Yeah?
you trying to do? It follows It follows the magnet.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to show you, basically.
Look, I can show you right here. Can you see it? I don't want to bring it too close to my computer because the magnet.
Put you full screen.
I don't want to bring it too close. Can you see it? Let's see. Yeah, let me get some more light on it.
So would you consider yourself a magnetologist?
I would consider that my nickname in high school. Okay, so let's see. We get a picture of. Oops, I got that in the way. There we go. You see it? Not that good, huh?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, there you go. See?
There's a video there. So.
Let me full screen. Here, I'll do it. Gotta move it. I gotta keep the magnets away from the computer.
Found it.
I don't know what we were showing with that, but I already knew that. I think, but well, now we've reaffirmed it. There you go.
There you go. Magnets.
Okay. What were we showing with that? I don't know what that means. It is interesting, though.
I got something.
He's breaking over here. Check this out.
What do you got? What did you do?
I love messing with it like that.
You always get me with that shit.
Which one do we move to? Sorry.
I got something.
ASEAN. No, I'm going to. No, in a second.
I saw this video. I think this might be
That's a trip.
Ship going over the curve and the sun setting.
This is your name.
And that's on a level.
Flat table.
Can you show me? Pull it back. Do me a favor. Just pull it back like without. That's the table. There you are.
Driving across Lake Michigan to the other side, and
Kind heart.
Garden City
Protector.
disappears. Now you're looking at Chicago from the other side.
There you go. Let me see if I can get to this channel. I saw a lot of good stuff on this channel. Truth Seeker 3. Quantum meditation. You can see that. Can't see it.
Automated cars, huh?
I'm gonna mute this sound.
What's up?
I got it.
You want to play some music?
No. I got a video I'm about to play, but
I've gone through my list of things. I can come up with more. Oh, I read the emails. That's right. That's good.
No, I got something. Oh, I got this. It's got to cue it up.
It means wild man. That's Ian. It's derived from the Japanese word wild man.
Phil House.
So says Google.
Let's go. They don't call it work for nothing. You see that shit and wanna be it, but couldn't cook up the mustard. Stupid little fucker.
Everybody looking at
jump shit when they get bad, then they fall back to the bag around. Transmit for groupies, you ain't built for this kid, you pussy.
quantum locking, otherwise known as quantum levitation.
Your ass for bigger things, the fat lady belt in front of the balcony. It's over for any clown
That piece of metal is below, way below 0 degrees.
Posterized like out history, it schools like calories.
And then there's magnets. And it floats, baby.
And I barely tip it. Fuck around and play the skipper. Pick a fraud, skip around with sticks of
You can do it upside down too, or sideways, or whatever.
Brand on the business, and every other day you in the line like you killing shit. Then there come a day when I put you out your misery. Don't catch that fade, motherfucker. Think I'm playing with you. Yeah, they acting gay for attention. That's ridiculous. You look like a lady with that choker chain like he a stripper. I'm just a chill with the aristocrats. Cop a deal from House and Salad. Pop a pill of rocks and blasts going down like Richie Valens. I can stand on my own too. The whole truth, fuck you, pavement. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Oh, look at this one. This might be
that quantum locking levitation.
Back to this one's
called. First displaying that, people were walking by, not even paying attention to it. It's like the most amazing thing. Now people are looking at it.
This is Hawaii.
It's like out of a movie. It's like a crazy movie set in terms of lights out.
Yeah, there's the perfect circle.
That's the perfect circle, huh? We found it.
It's like not like a movie. It is a movie. It's called The Truman Show.
It's a perfectly circle. Yeah.
It is. And then then like you have President Brandon out there saying like we're laser focused on whatever. Did you hear him say that? He's like we're laser focused on Hawaii.
I heard at first somebody asked him if he was going to give aid to Hawaii, and he was like no comment. Then he came back real fast with like some sort of speech.
He said the words laser focused. Like how in your face can you get when you're just like laser focused?
Yeah. He comes back with a speech that says laser focused. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's just them showing their hand like so right in your face, like they don't care anymore. You know, because everybody's so deaf, dumb, and blind that they're not gonna coagulate whatever's going on.
They're gonna energy weapon your ass.
They think that we have a president and that they're in the America that they grew up in.
No matter what you do.
Yep. They think they're in the America that we grew up in. They still think there's a president and a system of
America
justice
is a corporation, and the president, he's like the ambassador of Home Depot.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell him to like change the type of toilets that they carry because he's just gonna put the toilets in stock. You know, like they're not gonna change the toilets that they carry because they tell the ambassador of Home Depot that, you know, we don't like these toilets. So he's like, well, I don't have any say in it, sir. I'm sorry. I get the toilets and I put them in the aisles and that's what happens. And so that's what we're seeing here. You know, as we're seeing that, and there's so much more bigger going on right now that I've been on to it for a minute, and now like it's getting closer and closer and closer. Like this thing that's about to happen, it's happening.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can feel it. Everybody can feel it. What's going on right now in the air?
Alan
Kim
Austin
Ray.
told me
Hello.
this happened like over
Alan
6 months ago,
Norton.
where there was like green lasers over Hawaii and nobody can explain it.
Yeah, look. You should look at this Fall Creek fire.
Mysterious.
It can come from the ground. It can come from the sky. It probably can come from both directions. They might work together, the magnetics and stuff.
Yeah.
Who knows how it works
like
or
6
why it
months
works?
ago.
We just know that it works.
Yeah. It's weird. Definitely weird. All right. Well,
Can you look up the Fall Creek fire?
Sure.
It's I think it's called like Big Fall Creek fire.
Is there any flat Earth proof from this? Probably because I don't know. We could find some flat Earth proof from it. Probably because the views from the
bedrock.
Well, I mean, if you need proof at this point, then you're a poof.
Are you talking about
the proof? We're just pushing it to people that.
Are you talking about the bedrock fire near Fall Creek, now mapped 3,000 acres? Is that what you're talking
Yes.
We're just pushing it on the idiots. One idiot.
I think that's the
Make
one.
up another one here. Get those pods open.
Yeah.
Opening those matrix pods.
See, I built a little civilization out here in the woods right here where this was. Like I camped out here, and I lived in the water for a year, for a summer. Like when I lost my house.
You said Fall Creek, right?
Yeah, Fall Creek, outside Eugene, Oregon.
Rocky Shepherds in the house.
We lost our house one summer, and so we decided to go just camp by the river for like a couple months, and we camped up by Fall Creek up here. It's called Dolly Varden. You can type it in, Dolly Varden, DOLLYBARDEN. It's gone now.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking because like I made a river chute there. Like it's just.
I hate when they do that to me. Yeah, go ahead.
And this is happening right now.
Yeah, right now it's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, Spring Creek, no, that ain't it. Golden Fire, Bedrock Fire, this one.
Yeah, right here. This
After the afternoon near Fall Creek Lake, about 25 miles southeast of Springfield in the Willamette National Forest. Now, it's burned 300 acres, but fire officials say they expect it to grow. The Bedrock campground has been closed, and people are urged to avoid campgrounds in the Fall Creek areas. There's no containment so far.
This is heartbreaking. Like we had family reunions up there at Fall Creek. Like this is like that's like my stomping grounds right there, Fall Creek. Like Upper Windbury and all that area. Like that is my, like, I can't even explain what that place means to me. And to know that it's being burned right now is just, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's absolutely heartbreaking.
I'm going to take a 2-minute break.
No. Get the f out of here. You're fired. No. Get the better solution. You keep me on the payroll as an outside consultant. And in exchange for my salary, my job will be never to tell people these things that I know. I don't even have to come into the office. I can do this job from home.
Yo, if Earth's flat, why don't you fall off the edge? I heard that Mike Collins from Apollo is dead. My girl's fat girl, let's just crawl in the bed. Don't spit if you want, just swallow instead. Swallow
Hello,
instead.
Siri. Can you hear me, Siri?
Siri?
Swallow instead.
Hello, Siri. Is gravity a theory or a fact? All my tampons in the house where my period's at. Get my rap on when I'm pissed about the serious crap. Passing so fast through space-time bends and how. After blasting through warp speed, we get to plaid. Don't listen if you don't like when I spit these raps. Rhymes I write like lightning, I write so fast. I'm like Mike Tyson, you ain't got to fight in chat. Yo, I'm going back to basics, flat smack in the faces. You can't have gas pressure without adjacent to the vacuum of space, bitch, without a container. Like paying for a lawyer without a retainer. I ain't playing, about to let a slug out of this chamber. When you see the red dot, yo, no doubt it's a laser. Helio flatty dude, shot up for later. Helio flatty dude, shot up for later.
I've been around the world, and I measure the earth, The devil, he's so clever with words, but level don't never mean curved, it never means curved, and meta, from the metaverse, the metaverse.
Playing Call of Duty help build my immunity up. Insurance policy paying you, they usually bluff. I'm not saying they won't do it, but it's usually tough. The last few years I've seen some unusual stuff, but if I mention the shot, you say I'm off the beat. So no, I'm beating off to the thoughts of shots in me. What a rotten little awful getting off scot-free. Son of a gun of a bitch, I've come to be. Shaking up the game to break up the redundancy. And if it wasn't for work, they'd have no taxes. And if it wasn't for burnt, there'd be no ashes. And if it wasn't for birds, egg be no hatching. And if it wasn't for dirt, there'd be no trap. And if it wasn't for hurts, there'd be no passion. And if it wasn't for learning, then why all the classes? If it wasn't for your purse, yo, I'd have nothing to snatch. And if I don't come in first, then I'm coming in last.
I've been around the world, and I measure the earth. The devil, he's so clever with words, but level don't never mean curved, it never means curved, and meta, pause from the meta.
All these atheists must hate my guts, cause I say to their face, space is fake and stuff. NASA astronauts, everything you say is suspect, cause I suspect you make it up. Not your average FE thespian beast, faster than faggots fasting at a lesbian feast. She that loves me the least will give me nothing to eat, but he that loves me the most will give me something to smoke. This ain't how I met your mother loving murder, she wrote. The spin of the earth should've made your vertebrae broke. Every word that I spoke, you couldn't refute it. Water finds a true level, so you couldn't dilute it. You couldn't dilute it. It can't be refuted. You couldn't dilute it. You couldn't dilute it.
Who the f do you think you are, you crazy little shit?
Security? I am Jack's smirking revenge.
Yeah, nobody cares. The thing is, nobody cares. That's the thing. Nobody cares. If everybody cared, they would be aware. They're not. And so on. Just what happens. And
the Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work. When you go to church. When you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
thing they fear is 300 million people coming together on one topic and saying, this makes no sense. We need answers. Why is the flat earth so important? Because it shows the deception. There are enough reasonable questions to create reasonable suspicion that we've been lied to. They can't afford to keep being asked. If, God forbid, everybody came and started demanding answers, and once they can't provide those answers, people realize they are busted. It can't be a mistake. It can't be anything but the deception and control mechanism it is. That is why they fear the flat earth. Flat earth is not a psyop. Flat earth destroys the psyop. Every psyop that's been used to control us for as long as they've known about it. So this system has been in power and control for hundreds of years, ever since they convinced the rest of the world that they didn't know where they lived, and created this fantastical scenario to make people feel insignificant and to follow those that appear to know better. They're just bare liars, deceivers, that have no conscience, and will do everything and anything to everybody and anybody they can to keep that power. Because people are waking up. And no matter how much they try to suppress this flat earth movement, it's going to keep moving one way or another. You can see it. People are waking up.
Their earth is indisputably not round.
Is it possible that these guys are using stage magic, tricks? Look over here. And is it possible that the world that we're living in has been misdescribed? I definitely know that the world that we're living in has been misdescribed to us and oversimplified, including the solar system model. It's been vastly oversimplified. It doesn't actually accord itself to the very accurate readings we can get today with our technology, right? Like they never predicted that it was going to come to this.
If you can't figure out what difference it makes that the people running your world have fucking lied to you over and over your whole life, if you can't figure out what difference that makes, you're a fucking idiot. And if everybody would just come together and demand answers, they would not know what the fuck to do.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
And you can see the real location of the camera and the very bright and near Earth out the window.
10 or 11 years ago, I stated to various scientists that the moon is not a piece of rock, but it is a plasma.
The Americans and Russians are thinking of landing men on it.
Oh, well, that will never happen.
Sometimes it's got something called a lunar wave. There are many videos showing the moon with a lunar wave. We don't know what that is. It's all a mystery. Do you believe you could possibly land on it? Absolutely not. You know, you've got a P900 camera now you can buy, and you can zoom in to the moon. That's supposed to be, by the way, 238,000 miles away in deep dark space. It's sometimes translucent. You can see through it.
Whether you believe we went to the moon or not, everybody believes that there's a debate about it, right? Now, if you really have an open mind and you want to get to the bottom of it, let's have an open mind. Let's get to the bottom of it, and let's take it to trial. First thing we got to do is examine the evidence. And the defendant, the government, says we destroyed all the evidence.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond
The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
You destroyed the evidence? Why would you destroy all that precious evidence of the greatest achievement of mankind? These guys are fucked. They destroyed the evidence? Okay, it's on now.
Yeah.
It would be an open and shut case.
It's a painful process to build it back again.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
When you look up at the sun and moon, you see two equally sized, equidistant circles tracing similar paths at similar speeds around a flat, stationary Earth.
Rise up, look at that red cosmic light and think about it. That gets up in the eastern horizon every morning and moves across the sky with a kind of symphony of motion and paints its technicolor across the blue, a light that man could never make. They become so involved in thinking about man's progress, they forget to think about the need for God's power.
The experts at NASA, however, claim your common sense, everyday experience is false on all counts. To begin with, they say the Earth is not flat, but a big ball. Not stationary, but spinning around 19 miles per second. They say the Sun does not revolve around the Earth as it appears, but Earth revolves around the Sun. And the Sun is actually 400 times larger than the Moon and 400 times farther away. That's right. You can clearly see they're the same size and distance. You can see the Earth is flat. You can feel the Earth is stationary. But according to the gospel of modern astronomy, the Earth spins 1,038 miles per hour under your feet and revolves 67,108 miles per hour around the Sun. Copernicus calculated the Sun's distance from Earth to be 3,391,200 miles. The next century, Johannes Kepler decided it was actually 12,376,800 miles away. Isaac Newton once said, "It matters not whether we reckon it 28 or 54 million miles distant, for either would do just as well." How scientific.
Science!
Benjamin Martin calculated between 81 and 82 million miles. The Moon is actually a semi-transparent luminary and not the solid spherical desert planet that NASA would have us believe. In fact, it is likely that both the Sun and Moon are not densely physical at all, and are simply luminous flat disks able to pass by or through one another during eclipses. The Sun and Moon luminaries revolve around the Earth once every 24 hours for the Sun and approximately 25 hours for the Moon, illuminating like spotlights the areas over which they pass. The Sun's annual journey from tropic to tropic, solstice to solstice, is what determines the length and character of days, nights, and seasons. What can be more common than the observation that, standing at one end of a long row of lampposts, those nearest to us seem to be the highest, and those farthest away the lowest. As we move along towards the opposite end of the series, those which we approach seem to get higher, and those we are leaving behind appear to gradually become lower. It is an ordinary effect of perspective for an object to appear lower and lower as the observer goes farther and farther away from it. Let anyone try the experiment. The apparently uprising surface of the Earth upon or over which it stands will converge to the angle which constitutes the vanishing point or the horizon, beyond which it will be invisible. Heliocentrists would have you believe the very opposite of what every human who has ever walked the Earth has seen with their own eyes. It is obvious to any child and sovereign-minded adult that the Sun, Moon, stars, and planets, every light in the sky above, revolves around the motionless earth beneath our feet. It is also plain to see that the sun and moon are both approximately the same size and situated relatively close to Earth, not 400 times divergent and millions upon millions of miles away. To abandon your senses and everyday experience in favor of such unfounded science fiction fantasies is a fallacy of appeal to authority so extreme that it leaves the brainwashed believer impotent to trust his own natural instincts and forever thereafter chained to the fantastical explanations of astronomical charlatans.
Timon! Yeah? Ever wonder what those sparkly dots are up there?
Oh, I don't wonder. I know.
Oh, what are they?
They're fireflies. Fireflies that got stuck up in that big bluish black thing.
Oh, gee. I always thought they were balls of gas burning billions of miles away.
Dreams might let me know all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer. Maybe tonight that my dreams might let me know all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer.
To stay fixed in their constellation patterns, night after night, year after year, century after century, never changing their relative positions. If Earth was truly a tilting, wobbling, spinning space ball, as NASA and modern astronomy proclaim, the star patterns would never look the same 2 nights in a row, let alone be fixed in exactly the same constellations for thousands upon thousands of years.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer.
I want to talk about flat Earth. And I notice things like when you search it in a search engine, all you get is misinformation. You don't even get real critical thought on it. Well, I saw the blanket censorship, which tells me there's truth to it. It tells me that they're panicking. They're in panic mode, and they don't want us to have real tangible information. More importantly, they don't want you to think critically about it. See, we're in the information age, and this is what the tactic is. This is why Logan Paul just did a video on flat Earth. It's why Shane Dawson just did a series of videos. It's to discredit the real truth. It tells me that there's something here that they don't want you to know. It tells me that mainstream science, NASA, and more importantly, our government powers are panicking. So they're hiring through the same companies that they own, because there's only 6 companies, by the way. If it's a wild conspiracy theory, why do they need to discredit it? If it's a wild conspiracy theory and it isn't the truth, and no one's going to believe it because they're smart enough to think on their own, why do they need to discredit it? Why do they need, and these same people, keep in mind, Logan Paul, Disney is the parent company. I'm pretty sure he gets a check from Walt Disney. Why would they then put out these misinformation campaigns? I mean, ask yourself these logical questions. I think we know the answer, and I think we know the reason. Is it possible that we're living in that Truman Show today? We're living on the flat Earth with the dome, the firmament. As we start to look around us, we start to wake up, our eyes open, maybe that third eye opens, we start to understand, wow, this isn't what I thought it was. Maybe instead of being a worthless blob of goo that came from nothing and then developing into apes that were oohing and ahhing and then eating bananas like a bunch of idiots, maybe instead of that, we actually are the center of the universe. Maybe we are special. In fact, maybe there is unbelievable evidence of creation, but the government has decided to hide that from you. Why? Why is there so much misinformation? Why is there a giant disinformation campaign going on right now when it comes to things like flat Earth? Are my eyes lying to me? Or can I trust what I'm actually seeing? But Christopher, the Earth is a globe. I was told that when I was 1 year old. They said, look, this is a globe. Isn't it interesting? It's one of the first things that you're actually taught. The Earth isn't flat, it's a globe. Even though for hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years, they thought that the Earth was flat. Oh, but Christopher, we have all these images of outer space that show that the Earth is a sphere. Really? Where do the images come from? NASA. Oh, you mean the same NASA that is our government, our secretive breakaway government that hasn't been back to the moon since the 1960s. That NASA? Have you ever seen it with your own eyes? How come none of the electronics account for curvature of the Earth when you're flying a plane? None of the engineering of bridges and train tracks, buildings, all kinds of infrastructure that goes for miles and hundreds and maybe thousands of miles, none of it accounts for, in its actual engineering blueprints, for the curvature of the Earth. I mean, if I was building a giant bridge of hundreds of miles, wouldn't I have to account for the curve? Or is it possible there's not a curve and that we've been lied to for a reason?
Everybody in this room was taught the story of how Columbus went before Queen Isabella of Spain, and he was going to prove to her that the world was the globe. So this world is round story is 100% bullshit. It's total fiction. Yet how did our grandparents learn this? We learned this. Our grandchildren are probably going to learn this. How come? Because history is pop culture.
And that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix Baumgartner, edge of space jump. But the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. You see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, wow, he's in space, look at that. No, he's not.
It's almost overwhelming. When you're standing there in a pressure suit, the only thing that you hear is yourself breathing. You can see the curvature of the Earth. You can see the sky is totally black.
At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
You can see the curvature of the Earth.
You don't see the curvature of the Earth.
You can see the curvature of the Earth.
You just don't. That stuff is flat. Flat.
With a really wide angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. With a really wide angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. With a really wide angle lens, which curves horizontal lines.
Scientists wrote that the Earth is flat.
So trust your eyes and trust your experience. Trust your feeling, trust your intuition. Look out, see the horizon, flat. Feel for yourself. You're not moving. Just sit still. Just sit still for a second. You're not moving. You're not spinning around an axis at 1,000 miles per hour, rotating around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour, spiraling around the galaxy at 500,000 miles per hour, and shooting off from a Big Bang at 67 million miles per hour. You're not. You're motionless. You're just sitting there. Just sit still. What does that even mean, sit still? You think you could sit still with all those motions? Does it feel like you're moving? Feel that? Same thing you've always felt? Nothing. Ever. Nobody's ever felt movement. Nobody's ever seen the earth move. Nobody's ever seen the earth curve. Maybe you just got fooled by some Masons. Mark Twain said, it's easier to fool people than to convince them they've been fooled. That's why it's so hard to convince you you've been fooled.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin.
All right. Tommy Tell the Truth is on. I'm getting out of here. But I'm going to play a couple songs on my way out. But everyone go over to Tommy's channel after this or whatever. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for everybody who donated And God bless you. And we'll do this more often. We'll do this more often. Peace.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Then God separated the water and the sky. He formed the seas and the land. Then he covered the land with trees and plants. Then he filled the world with all the creatures of the sea. Of the air. And all the creatures of the ground. And then he made us.
Trying to play a part in society, getting fooled by all the tricks that once worked on me. You trust governments and shit like gravity. The truth is in your face, but you refuse to see. And say no, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. 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 No, no, no. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. No, no. They showed you the globe as a kid in school. You trusted the people, but they got you fooled. The guys who walk in space are in a swimming pool. Your Photoshop is always massive tool. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. 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 No, no, no. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. No, no. not a fucking globe. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. 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 No, no, no. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. No, no.
I'm the host of the Dose of Reality show on my YouTube channel, Brian S. Stavely. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a quick little video of my favorite proof that we don't live on a spinning ball, as NASA tells us, as the school systems have told us, as all the media has told us, movies, everything. It's all been very, very deceptive and clever brainwashing. But all you really have to do is think logically. I'm not going to give you any fancy math to have to remember. I'm not going to have to do any presentations or screen shares or anything. I'm just going to have you think about something, okay? If the Earth is spinning at 1,038 miles an hour, 1,000 miles an hour west to east, okay? How do pilots land, especially flying north to south on a north-south runway when the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour? How would you ever expect them to touch their plane down? And a lot of people automatically jump to, oh, well, the atmosphere is spinning with the Earth, and that's what they'll say is their argument. And that's such a flawed argument, and that's why I specifically said north to south. Okay, first of all, no matter what direction you're flying, if you're flying, even if you're flying east and the Earth is coming west to east, or I mean, if you're flying west, so you're flying into it, right? Even if you're going straight into it, those two motions coming at each other would be so hard to land the airplane. But now, if you want to say that the atmosphere is spinning with the Earth, well, we're going to cut through it. We're going to go north and south, okay? You can't spin. The Earth's only spinning allegedly one way, right? Even if that's what you believe it's spinning, it's only spinning one way. So if I'm spinning in a direction cutting across from that, the Earth would be coming at me sideways. 1,000 miles an hour sideways as I'm coming north-south to land my plane. How am I going to land my plane? No pilot would ever even attempt that. Think about it. And here's a few more things to think about with airplanes. They tell you the Earth curves by a good significant amount, okay? For instance, at 60 miles, it would be 2,400 feet of curve. Now, when you're in an airplane doing the speeds you're doing, the Earth would be dropping rapidly underneath you. The horizon would have to drop. The horizon never drops because Earth's a flat plane. If the Earth is a ball at any size you want, as it's under you, that horizon has to drop. Now, not only that, let's just say, oh, well, maybe it's too big, and that's what you want to say. Maybe it's too big, you can't see the difference, which I'm telling you would, but let's just say that's what you want to say. Do you think that a pilot would know the difference? If you ask any pilot what they do to account for this drop, this curvature of the Earth, they don't do anything. How is that possible? That's only possible if it doesn't actually drop. They're not doing anything. They're taught to fly as if they're flying over a flat and stationary plane. It's well known. I mean, this has even been released in NASA documents that leaked. This is how they teach people. You fly over the Earth as if it's a stationary and flat, motionless plane. But that's what it is. It's not as if. They throw that out there, and it's just complete nonsense. The Earth's not moving. How would these people touch down? Think about it. Think about it. And then I want you to think about flight times. If the Earth is spinning at me 1,000 miles an hour, okay, allegedly the higher up, you get away from it or lower, the less it is. So stay in my area, Boston. It'd be like 700 miles an hour, okay? So say I was going to fly to LA. It's like, I think it's a 4-hour flight right now. That 4-hour flight would be reduced to like an hour. Think about it. Rather than if the Earth is spinning like this, it's coming at me. And I'm going like this. I'm going at it. That's 1,500 miles an hour. That's 500 me going and 1,500 the Earth going. And then conversely, on the way home, if I'm leaving California and California's spinning west to east towards New York underneath me, how am I even going to get home? How am I even going to catch up with the Earth? It's going 1,000 miles an hour. I'm doing 500. My destination would come up behind me. Think about it. And you can't use the atmosphere spinning argument because that would only work in one direction. And even that would be terrifying. It's absolutely ridiculous. So think about the flight times, though. I mean, the flight times would be just so vastly different. Vastly, and then they're nearly identical. I know they are a little different, but that's due to the winds and whatnot. That they're like might be, an 8-hour flight might be a 7-hour flight in the other direction or something like that. But they're not like 1 hour versus 4 hours and these huge differences that we would see if the Earth was spinning and depending if we were going west to east. And people say, well, I know the Earth is a ball because I flew around it. Did you really fly around a ball? Or did you just fly over a surface? Because let's just say you have the United States here, Soviet Union, China, and, Africa, whatever, If the Earth is flat, you can fly around this way and come back home. You can fly around this way and come back home. It's no different than flying around a ball this way or this way. And if the horizon's never dropping and pilots make no adjustment for it, what to land or to fly, do you think it's really a ball? I know you're told it since you were little, but why do you believe it? Why do you believe it's a ball? If you weren't forced to believe this in school and made to think you were an idiot if you thought otherwise, the way you think of current flat earthers and people that question science and whatnot, if you were never beaten in the head with that brainwashing, would you have ever woke up any day and said, oh, I think the Earth is moving. I think the Earth is spinning. I think there's people upside down in Australia. I think I live on a ball. Because it's crazy to think if it was flat, you'd just fall off. But I would never fall off of a ball that's spinning. No, because when everything just makes absolute no sense, they just throw the word gravity out there. Everything's gravity. Gravity, that's your God. Your God is gravity. And it's never been proven. Just like you mock people for their God, you think your God has been proven? Gravity's never been proven. Show me any example where two objects of mass attract each other. Like they say gravity keeps the planets in orbit and all this. It's rubbish. And it's okay to have been wrong. We've all been fooled. The big man thing to do is to admit it, correct it, and move on and see what you can learn from it. Not to keep living the lie because your pride and your ego. Oh, I've been knowing I live on a globe and these flat earth people are crazy. Yeah, I'm real crazy. Real crazy, yeah. Do I sound like I don't make any sense at all? Think about it. If you're flying over a ball, right? Let me get a ball. I'm going to show you this. Thought I had one right here. All right. I don't have one handy. I'm not going to keep you looking. Easy enough. Airplane, ball. If you're flying over a ball and you're going to keep that altitude of whatever, 30,000 feet, guess what? You have to gradually nose down to go around it. You have to nose down. If you go straight, that horizon is going to keep dropping. And what's going to happen to you? You're going to keep gaining altitude, aren't you? And you're going to end up in outer space in no time. I mean, minutes with the speed a plane goes. Definitely not hours. You're just going to keep going up. You have to nose down. They don't nose down. They don't make any adjustment like that. And they make zero adjustment for the Earth spinning underneath them at up to 1,000 miles an hour. And all differing speeds depending on where they would be on the globe. We didn't even talk about that. So they'd have to have preparations and procedures for landing at every runway at different longitudes and latitudes because it would all be different factors of the Earth spin according to their model. It's exactly, that doesn't make sense, right? because it's absolute nonsense. They tell you 1,000 miles at the equator you'd be spinning, but you're after North Pole, you wouldn't be spinning at all. You'd be spinning 0 as you stand on the ball that's spinning. I'm just saying, this is what they tell you. Okay, and you believe it, and it's okay. We all believe it. Why wouldn't you believe it? I mean, why would they lie? I mean, more about airplanes though. While we're on airplanes, because that's what this video is about. Airplanes. This is something else you can do. Okay, but this whole thing ties into a deception about where we live. Okay, I think you figured that out by now. Okay, the layout of the land is nothing like what we're told. People will debate, and we're not going to go down that road. Whether there's hidden land, more land, whatever. The point is the layout isn't what we're told, and they're hiding the real layout to the point to it's where it's so obvious that if you go and try and track your airplane, your loved ones on an airplane, say on planefinder.net, sites like this, you will notice all the planes in the southern hemisphere are not being tracked on GPS. That's right. If your loved ones are flying in the southern hemisphere, they're not being tracked. You'll watch planes in the southern hemisphere take off. After about 100 miles or so, once they get out over the ocean, bloop, completely gone until about 100 miles before they land. I've seen 12, 13-hour flights off the whole time, except for the first 100 miles and last 100 miles. But it's not here and there. All of them. And just in the south, if the Earth's a globe, you can't, there's no reason for that. If you say satellites are real and Earth's a globe, the coverage would be the same all the way around. There'd be no anomaly in the south where everything is out, and it's all of them in the south. And in the north, you'll just see mad traffic, like between the US and the UK and all this, like mad air traffic all over the oceans. When you look at the bottom, you're not going to see anything over the oceans. They're hiding the flight routes, which is another topic for another day, but it's all tied into the airplanes. And this is something you can easily look at. You can sit here and call us crazy, or you can take fucking 5 minutes of your busy day when we say you don't have time, but you'll sit there and watch videos of Chinese people burning dogs in the street and stupid shit like that, but you won't watch something like this. Go do 5 minutes of research. You don't even want to watch anybody's video after this. Go to one of these websites, look at the flight routes, and watch them disappear off GPS and ask why. And think of how unsafe that is. What if your family's on the flight and goes missing, but they never found it because the GPS was off? It's not being tracked. Whatever they're hiding is that important to them that they will shut the GPS off on these planes. Think about that. Next time you go up in a plane, people always tell you, oh, I saw curvature from the plane. They're so full of shit. Go up there. Take a picture with your phone. Show me the curve. You're not going to see it. You'll never see it. But you believe in something you've never seen, felt, experienced, never been proven. But you believe it, and you mock and ridicule others who believe what they observe, what they can test, what they can measure or can't measure. It's kind of ironic. Who's the ignorant one? Who's being the selective truther? If that's what you are. It's time to have a look. Airplanes on a spinning ball. My number one proof that we live on a flat and motionless plane. They make no adjustment. Okay? Neil deGrasse Tyson comes on TV. He does an interview. And he did a tweet. Let me get a drink of water for this. He did a tweet after an NFL game that went into overtime. Somebody had kicked the game-winning field goal, and it hit the upright and bounced in. And he did a tweet, and he told people it was the Coriolis force that had made them win the game. The Coriolis force is the Earth spinning, okay? So what he went on to this reporter and said was, he's like, oh, well, I seen the kick go up and go through. I did some quick math. I figured out the wind and the placement on the field and the way the field was facing. And I figured out that that ball was aided by like X amount of inches due to the spin of the earth, and that's how they won the football. So now he's basically saying that NFL kickers should be taking into account the spin of the earth, but it doesn't affect airplanes. You see what I'm saying? It's all nonsense. If that was true, Tiger Woods would have to play the spin of the earth when he puts the ball up in the air for a long drive. If that's what he's saying, he's selectively saying things are leaving the atmosphere, like the football, but then when they want to say things are staying with the atmosphere and the atmosphere is moving with the earth, they go to that part of the discussion. It's nonsense. What do you observe? Go outside. Is everything moving? We're not moving. You know how it looks like the sun moves above you and the moon? That's what they're doing. Just like the ground below you doesn't feel like it's moving, it's because it isn't. I mean, imagine that. I wanted to keep this short. Look into the airplane thing. Think about what I'm saying. No adjustment. Gaining altitude, out of space in no time. You have to know that. They don't. And no, the autopilot doesn't do it for them either. There is no compensation made. None. And then they're going to land on a ball spinning at them, underneath them, 1,000 miles an hour, sideways or all of different multitude of directions. Are you kidding me? No pilot would ever try that. Maybe a crazy stuntman might try something like that once and he'd probably die. And that'd be it. I mean, it's ridiculous, the shit that people believe. For no reason. You think that they would lie to you about, 9/11 or these other events, but and you think it just stops there? If you know that much, why do you trust the government? Why do you trust NASA? NASA is government. Mainstream media is as corrupt as, mainstream science is as corrupt as mainstream media. It goes hand in hand. If you trust one, you can't, if you don't trust one, you can't trust the other. Have some sense. Check out my other videos. I have a ton of flat earth material, Mandela effect, 9/11, all different topics. I do shows every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Everything is on my Dose of Reality playlist. I also interview various researchers in the communities. Those are all on that playlist, but as well, they're all separate on the My Awakening playlist. So be sure to check that out. And I do short videos time to time. This is just a quick one I wanted to do to get out there on my favorite proof.
If wave pressure can make this rough rock this smooth.
We're sponsored by White Cloth Premium Vodka. All right, I'm out of here. Everyone go over to Tommy's.